Good morning, and thank you very much for joining us. I am Yori Falani. Compliments of the season. We're in the Christmas season, leading up to it, the season itself, and even after the season. Okay, a lot of people are going to be traveling. It goes with the season. So we're looking at safety of travelers, and we've just selected one zone, the Benin or Ondo corridor, for example, during this season, where our guest this morning is Commissioner of Police Adebola Lawal of the Ondo State Command. Good morning to you, Commissioner.
Good morning, Uncle Yori.
Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you very much for joining us. I dare say you're going to be quite busy, but when are you not busy? When is the police not busy? But I suppose more so in this period. And well, as I was just saying that Benin or Ondo corridor, but I suspect that your responsibility is going to be more than that in terms of safety of travelers into that area. Or is it limited to just the, Benin or Ondo corridor?
No, you're not at all. Ondo State is strategically located. If you are coming from Lagos now to the southeastern, south, by the time you leave Lagos Ogun, you get into Ondo. From Kajo, you are within Ondo State. Then if you are going to them from Ore, you can equally traverse Ore, Ondo, Akure. Then from Akure now you get to Owo. From Owo you distance your left and you are going to the north. Or you go straight and you still get to south. That's Edo. Then from Lagos again, Lagos, Ogun, Oyo, Osun. Then still get to Ondo. Get to Igbara Oke, Laramoke, you enter to Owo. You turn again to your left, you go to Akoko side, then you are going to the north, or you go straight again, you are going to the south.
Well, it's quite an expanse to want to police. Fortunately, you don't have to do it alone. On the one hand, the Federal Road Safety Corps is going to be fully on ground, I would imagine. But I suppose when it comes to the, when we talked of safety now, the security of travelers, security from attacks, because these are different times. And look at the wide expanse of territory that you've just given us. Can you give us an idea of, the task, ensuring the safety of travelers, that is people who are going to be on the move? It's one thing once they get to their destination safely, but travelers on the move, what have you prepared for them? Or what are the tips that you would want to share?
Yeah, thank you so much, Uncle. Ever before now, we have our operational data that we are prepared, and there is this synergy, robust synergy between police and other conventional assist agencies, including the non-state actors. As a matter of fact, before now we have our men deployed along the highways. So what we have just done is to do a sort of analysis, make adjustments here and there, and we have our men on ground. The tactical teams are there to ensure that they patrol, and then we have we want to operate both covertly, both within and outside the highway, and the sister agencies will complement us. They will complement us, and also with this draw of men from VIPs, increase the strength of the command.
Okay.
So we have at least, men to deploy to some areas.
Interesting you mentioned that point. It has happened. These you have additional men as a result of the new policy to withdraw men from private security of important individuals. That has actually happened, and it has shown up as an increase in men available for core police duties.
Of course, we have that, and we cannot thank the IGP enough for that. We really appreciate that gesture he has he has given us. We want to appreciate him for making it possible for us to have additional manpower that we can really, deploy to strategic places.
Okay. Now, in terms of traveling and safety when traveling, safety in terms of personal security, security from bandits, road, hijackers and that kind of a thing. What does intelligence say in relation to the territory what does intelligence tell you to look out for certain areas? Are there known black spots, as police refer to them, that whole kind of regime? What can you share with us?
Ever before now, you see, most of the places you see our men on the highway are those places we have identified as black spots. And so they are there to man the place. And don't forget, one of the reasons why you have those, officers on the highways, one, to ensure free flow of traffic, two, to ensure that the highway users are not attacked, and to respond to any distress call. So we have identified those black spots that we feel could be anything untoward could happen, and that's why we deployed men there. And another place we have identified, we are going to deploy, but we want to have as many officers on ground as possible so that there will be visibility policing. People will see them around there, then that will allay their fears of any attack. And as a matter of fact, from the intelligence we have gathered so far, I think we are good to go. And don't forget, Ondo State has been adjudged as one of the safest states in Nigeria.
Okay. The
record is there. We have been doing our bit, and to God be glory, we have the support of our indefatigable leader, the IGP Kayode PGM, PM, who have been very, very supportive all the time. They are supplying us with all the logistics we may require. And the governor too, we appreciate him too. They have been very supportive as well. And the good people from those states and beyond, they are there, they have given us credible and actionable intelligence with which we have been working.
Indeed. I was even going to go there. Thank you very much, Commissioner of Police, for taking it up to that level. The part of the citizenry in all of this, whereas doubtless you will be doing your best, you and your men, there's a role for the citizen, the people out there that you are out to protect, and you just touched on it. So how well is that going? How forthcoming are people? Because sometimes the people can be apathetic. Do you find that people are cooperating? The whole see something, say something syndrome?
Okay, I must say these people in those cities have been so wonderful. Just recently, about 3 weeks ago, within the last 3 weeks, we have recovered more than about 30 arms. About 30 arms that the youth voluntarily surrendered. And that has gone a long way to further reduce the crime rates in those states. Well, 30 assorted, different sizes.
CP, that's an interesting one and a new one on me. Did you say youths have been voluntarily, surrendering arms? You were very, the police has been quiet about this particular aspect of it.
No, we made it. There was a press release to that effect.
Okay.
And it went viral. About 30 arms, about 30 different. They voluntarily surrender because they've tested us, they've trusted us, and they've accepted us. They know we are doing the job that we are sent here to do. So they voluntarily surrender those arms.
So even as you are speaking now, if the other people are willing to come forward, there was no time limit. People can still come forward to you. Maybe those that are for some reason not hearing that, but I'm now hearing, they're on it, right? You can come forward just for the benefit of other people. That program that you said you widely publicized, how did it work? The word went out and people were responding?
Yeah, people appreciated this, and we're still calling for other people who have arms in their possession to come forward. They should come forward because we are encouraging them to do that, so that at least everybody will be able to enjoy. We continue to enjoy the peace and tranquility we are enjoying in those states.
Indeed. I wonder. I'm just curious. Of course, police and documentation. But in this case, anonymity would be some sort of a guarantee or an assurance for people to go ahead and not be afraid to come forward. It's just that you give up those arms, you can't expect to get them back, right?
Of course, all those ones that have recovered, they are kept in an armory. We are not going to release them. And we are asking, there's sort of mop-up. So those that are even willing, maybe those that have been inherited from this, from that, it's not transferable. We encourage them to submit, to surrender them, bring them to the headquarters. Nobody will subject them to any interrogation.
So a lot of people are going to feel reassured who will be traveling the route. And I imagine it's not just in your command, it's not territory that they call it. In your command, we're talking about the Ondo State Command, which is quite wide. Also beyond that, travelers will feel secure about it. But how about those, there are people, men in uniform, bear arms, but is there those people among us that have personal arms, properly licensed arms, do they play into this? Do they play into this? Those that, what advice do you have for people like that?
Well, those who have licensed arms and they are not using it for anything illegal, well, maybe you can still tolerate them, but we are doing more pop. So those illegally acquired, they are advised to come forward and surrender those arms.
Illegal, but
illegally acquired.
Illegally acquired.
Yes.
Is there a sizable number of people that have private arms? The police has reason. If you're going to get a license for any personal arms, side arms or whatever, it must be. I imagine that it must apply through you.
Of course, everybody wants to acquire firearms must apply, and if it's granted, fine. But don't forget that we have different categories of firearms. We have the prohibited, we have the personal firearms, and we have the other one, the muzzle loading.
Oh, okay. Well, of course.
Different categories. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes without saying that those that are not allowed, you won't even attend to them. But
they should not even bother to come. And otherwise, if they come, of course, you can apply. If they, in fact, if they avail of of recovering the arm. So because if you are not entitled to it, you don't fall risk, and you have. Once you apply, that means you are telling us that you have. So just we just recover it from you. That's it.
Okay, but I'm very happy that Commissioner of Police Adebowale Lawal, you're speaking so confidently about the safety of travelers in particular. This is not in particular, people that are in transit from one. So we're talking of highway robbers and that kind of a thing, people who might want to hijack. You're working at such a high visibility of police that they would be normally discouraged. We're trying to get, people are watching and people want to come in, so we're really working on that. Maybe when you hear from some of the public too, but in relation to that, what would be your commentary?
Well, I want to add to this that as part of the proactive measures we are taking to ensure that the travelers they don't get caught up in traffic now. We want to see how we can reduce the barrier on the road so that there will be free flow of traffic. We want them to move freely so that there won't be any odor.
Yeah.
So they will not be. They won't get hooked up in any traffic. They're going to get to their various destinations on time. But I want to advise our travelers, if they are traveling, they should please leave as early as possible so that they avoid night journey, get to their destination. Police,
okay.
If they have any complaint,
CP, let me try a caller. Good morning. Who is on the line? Good morning.
Good morning, Sayori Ade from.
Okay, go ahead, Ade.
Yeah, I want to thank the CP for a good job he's doing in my state, Ondo State. And I want to encourage him to continue. Like he said, with the police and the Amatekun, Ondo State is the safest in Nigeria as of today. And I promise the CP, I'm coming for New Year. By God's grace, I will pay you a visit, like I normally do to your predecessor, Bolaji Salami, who is retired now, my friend. So I do visit his house very well in Akure, the CPR common place. So thank you. And God will uphold all the police in Ondo State. Well done, sir. God bless you. I have your contact, so I'll talk to you later.
Okay, you were just listening to the voice of Ade in the UK. He's actually calling from the UK. Yeah, and he said Ondo is his state. So he has taken particular interest in it. I wonder if we're still connected. Okay. First, apologies for if you were hearing a certain kind of interference in the background. But CP, can you still hear us very well?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, okay. So that is somebody from Ondo State, and he is in diaspora. Okay, so that was the caller. We'll take a break, a short break, to fix one or two issues in terms of quality of the sound. We'll be right back. Do please stay with us, and this is also part of which is so that we can get your calls in for the Commissioner of Police to be able to listen and then react to them. Stay with us, please.
The Renewed Hope Initiative RHI presents the RHI Green Nigeria Challenge. Go green today for a greener tomorrow. This national competition is in 3 categories. The household category is a tree planting competition amongst 11 frontline states in northern Nigeria. Each participating household in Adamawa, Borno, Bauchi, Gombe, Jigawa, Kano, Katsina, Kebbi, Sokoto, Yobe, and Zamfara states will plant a minimum of 1 tree to qualify, with a video evidence of before and after the tree planting exercise. 20 million naira will be awarded to the best household. Submission deadline is 20th December 2026. Community category will see local governments, local communities, schools, and NGOs reclaim and transform degraded or abandoned areas such as dump sites, landfills, parks, and their likes into green, vibrant gardens, parks, and eco-friendly spaces. 50 million naira would be awarded to the overall best community group. Deadline for submission is 15th July 2026. State category will have all states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, excluding Enugu State, have a chance to address the growing threats to environmental sustainability and cleanliness. States will be judged based on the number of trees planted on major roads and inner streets and how clean they are. 100 million naira will be awarded to the best performing state. Already, Enugu State has 100 million naira for being RHI's model green state due to its greenery and cleanliness. Video evidence must be submitted by participating states on or before 20th December 2026. All entries must be directed to RHI Office, State House, Abuja, or email rhi.greenchallenge@statehouse.gov.ng. RHI Green Nigeria Challenge. Go green today for a greener tomorrow.
Meet Benga Oreshegun, a fearless voice and an advocate for the truth. He's bringing fresh energy and bold insights to Journalists Hangout.
Get ready for deeper analysis and dynamic perspectives. Join me and Babajide Kolade Otitoju with other veteran journalists on Journalists Hangout. Weekdays from 5 p.m. and on Sundays 1:30 p.m.
hello, welcome back, and please keep those calls coming in. Our guest is Commissioner of Police Adebowale Lawal. He's the Commissioner of Police of the Ondo State Command, and you know, he's talking to us about security, you know, the safety of travelers, and because security has quite a number of aspects, but in this instance, we're concentrating on the, you know, safety of travelers along the Benin or Ondo corridor during the season. And the Commissioner of Police has actually said that actually it goes a bit beyond that. There are quite a number of other areas. Does this mean, CP, that we can expect special roadblocks? What's the policy on roadblocks for security purposes in this whole period?
Okay, there is nothing like roadblock again in Nigeria for this. We don't want roadblock again. What we do is stop and search. And like I said earlier, we want to see how we reduce the traffic signal on the highway. So we are going to sort of remove some of the rules we have placed on the road so that people traveling, you know, at times there are some reckless drivers, and that there are some reckless, and that is one of the reasons why we use this sort of meandering rules so that they'll be able to slow down a bit when they get to our points. We want to reduce that one to the barriers, you know, so that there'll be free flow of traffic. And lest I forget, I want to quickly mention this, that we can only have waterways in Ondo State. It's not only highway. We have waterways too. Waterways too. I want to appreciate our own IGP, who has given us an additional gunboat to fight crimes and criminalities on the waterway. We have before, but he gave us another one to add to the one we have. So we have the Marine Police there, manning those boats, and they work in, they have this synergy with the naval personnel in Ondo South. So that's on too. That area too is fortified. We have in place security arrangement there too as well, because when you are coming from Lagos now down to the south, you pass through our waterways, so that place is equally secured.
Okay. And there's another caller on the line. I hope he's still there. Good morning. Who is calling? Can you hear us? Okay.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Tell us your name, please. Good morning.
I'm Chidi. Good morning. Compliments of the season. Chidi from Kafanchan.
Okay. Good morning, Chidi. Compliments of the season to you. Go ahead and talk to the Commissioner of Police.
Yes. Good morning, Mr. Commissioner.
Good morning, sir.
Compliments of the season to you as well.
Same to you, sir.
I am listening with keen interest the arrangements being made in order to ensure the history, Christmas, and New Year celebration. I want to know, because from the headline, I noticed that it has to do with between Ondo State and some western states down to the eastern states. I want to ask, with due respect, are there plans in the pipeline in order to ensure that the thing is replicated in several other states of Nigeria, as well as containing the insecure situation we are saddled with? Thank you very much, and have blessed Yuletide.
I want to assure you that what you are doing in those states will be replicated in all the commands across the country. All the commands, all the CPs would do the same thing, replicate the same, because the safety of the good people of Nigeria is paramount to us. So everything we are doing here will be replicated in all the states by their commissioners of police. So it's not an isolated case.
Okay.
It's not only on those states. Everybody, all the commissioners of police will do that. And additional to that, even we will have the support, the logistic support from the force secretaries to have to our men that we have on ground. So, Mr. Chidi, don't worry. Anywhere you are safe. You are in safe hands.
Exactly, especially as it relates to traveling during this whole Yuletide period.
Exactly.
Traveling. And of course, as the Commissioner of Police has just been wishing, you will enjoy we will all enjoy our vacation, our Christmas break. Okay, interesting. You said that, recall that things, roadblocks are now things of the past, but you had suggested that there will be a heightened presence of police on patrol. They will be patrolling, so the sheer number will be there to discourage any untoward behavior. They say nobody should even try it. Nobody should even try it. And well, all of this is going to cost us a pretty penny, because it means police are going to have to be on the move right through the day. The police can't afford to take a break, because if you do, they will know, say, this is the time they're on break, let's work now. No. I suppose you are not going to be giving them any respite. Whoever is thinking ill of ordinary, honest travelers going about their business.
That's correct. That's correct. All that's already on deck. We are prepared for the Yuletide, and we are going to ensure that the good people of Nigeria celebrate the festivities peacefully in their comfort zone. No form of attack, no molestation, intimidation. We are going to ensure that.
Okay, especially in relation to travel, sir. It's important that we put this out here, because you've indicated already that there are a number of agencies working together with the police, but the movement part of it between the FRSC and they taking care of because I was reading somewhere that with the accidents are not really sort of they don't just happen. What happens? What people call accidents are poor choices, poor traveling choices that are made by drivers on the road, and then we call it an accident. And so that's one thing. But in terms, I suppose you're going to be concerned mostly with any criminal intent. Stop and search will probably throw up a lot. Could you share with us, Commissioner of Police, could you share with us things that have been thrown up as a result of stop and search for the ordinary people out there?
Well, you recall that we have been saying this. We said severally different fora that the police officer deployed on the highway, they should be professional. If they have any reason whatsoever to stop a vehicle for search, they should do that professional. Ask the passengers, the drivers to come down, search them, fix them, and if you don't find anything criminal against them, just let them go. They are not there to start searching phones or whatever. No. That's not why they are there. Suspect a vehicle, the passengers therein, park the vehicle, do the needful, let them go. In the event of accidents, most swiftly clear the obstruction so that it does not affect other road users.
Okay. Now, let me ask you something, Commissioner of Police. In other jurisdictions, and of course Nigeria too, we work with rules. There are rules of engagement. You just said something. The police will be professional with their work. People should expect, or at least not be surprised if they are stopped and asked professionally to disembark. I think is where the terminology that professionals like you use. We would just say, come out of the vehicle, Can you really do that? Because there are jurisdictions where they'll say, you can't do that. Where is the probable cause? I can't leave my vehicle, something like that. And then I want to ask you a question about how sensitive will the police be in terms of those with phones in this day and age wanting to record any encounter they have with the police?
In Nigeria, we like recording. But I want to tell you, much as you want to say, there's that freedom, nobody should abuse it. You should not abuse it. Oh, a police officer doing his job, you bring out your phone, you start recording it. No, I don't have much against that, because once you are doing your job, whether you want to record or not, it's left for you. But then, why must you start recording? And at times, some Nigerians, they provoke all these things. They just seek for provocation, and before you know it, they continue to make unnecessary comments, post it on this social media, and So that's why we are discouraging it. But
Okay.
ordinarily, somebody has to try to come down, park the vehicle and being polite with you.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we have brave our men, and no matter the provocation, they should be professional. That's what I meant by being professional. No matter the provocation, just do your job. No matter whatever comment anybody wants to make. And so that you don't aggravate anything.
Okay.
Let people move freely. Let them get to their destination on time, and then prevent any unnecessary traffic now.
Okay, it's very important. Thank you very much, sir. It's very important just so our people know what to expect, and also to understand, as you've just explained. Yeah, there are those who can be sensational, but you also said that you don't normally have anything against those people. But I suppose discretion will be the most important part. People will know, discretion is very, very important, and how to conduct yourselves. And okay, okay, we have AIG retired Olatoye Drosimi calling in. Good morning, AIG retired Drosimi.
Good morning, Uncle Yori.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, thanks for this program, and especially bringing the Commissioner of Police on this program. It's timely. I want to congratulate the Compo, and I want to wish him the best in this Yuletide time. But very importantly, he has to liaise with the counterparts in Ondo State and the one in Ondo State, and ensure that those back spots, areas where we have some spots that are on the road, are properly policed. And I want to urge the public too to provide best information to our police report. At the same time, I want to encourage our brothers going through this road to move us on time and to avoid night journey. I congratulate the Commissioner of Police. I know this is the best time to work. We work around the clock. While others are enjoying, the Commissioner of Police will be on the highway and in his office. Congratulations once again.
Thank you very much, Mr. Olatoye Drosimi.
Thank you, sir.
That's a colleague of yours. He's like he knows this.
My senior colleague, sir.
He knows the terrain.
Yes, sir.
Having worked in that kind of a situation before.
Interestingly, Ondo State and Ondo State is looking to share a boundary with Ogun, Osun, Kogi, Ekiti, Edo. Interestingly, we have this synergy. Ogun with the CP Ogun, Edo, even Ekiti and Kogi. So we have mapped out our strategy to ensure that nobody uses any of the neighboring states to it's sort of incursion from any part of the neighboring states to another. So we have been working together. There's that robust synergy existing between all those states.
Excellent. Just please keep on trying to get those calls in. Mr. Ajayi called in from Uyo. Unfortunately, it was dropped. See if you can start again, and others who are also trying. We will be. I hope you get in so you can relate with the police, and maybe get some explanation or some clarifications on it. But we do know, one, checkpoints, the thing of the past. There will not be roadblocks all over the place, but there will be perhaps heightened patrols. Now, in terms of travel, there are those. What is your advice in terms of the time of travel? Do you discourage night traveling because there are night buses and day buses? What would be your recommendation in this regard?
Well, like I said, in as much as we have provided our men on ground, we look at it. There are some people, especially those buses, these long buses, they call them luxurious buses. They prefer to travel in the night. Well, if that is convenient for them, no problem. But what you are looking at it's better to travel in the daytime. So in the event that the motor develop mechanical faults and it is in a remote area, how do you get people to repair it on time? We don't want anybody to expose himself or herself to any danger. But if you know police, we have road safety there and other security agencies there. They will be on the highway. But I will suggests that it's better to leave for our destination on time.
Okay.
Because you can never tell. It's mechanical. A vehicle can develop fault.
Exactly. So just people, again, it goes back to use the sense of discretion. We now know that, yes, you know, we know that the police are going to be out there because we got a call in. Chidi had called in from Kafanchan, and he said he was very interested. I wanted to know if what we're talking about was going to be spread across the country. You had confirmed that indeed it's not exclusive to the Ondo command. All the commands are going to be working. So there's going to be an overlapping of security cover, you know, at the edges. All of this is to the benefit of the public, because they will see that you live in one jurisdiction, you enter into another jurisdiction, if such is the nature of your travel. You live in one coverage area, you're going to enter into another coverage area. But the important thing is AIG retired Olatoye Drosimi was saying, among other things, that the role of the public is key to the work of the police. See something, say something.
Say something reasonable.
Benga in Abuja wants to join the program. Good morning to you, Mr. Benga. Compliments of the season. Go ahead, please.
Good morning, Mr. Yori. Good morning to the CP. Compliments of the
season. Good morning, sir.
Just like the entire AIG have commented that the Commissioner of Police should liaise and work with his counterparts in other states, the same thing I would advise, that he should also make sure he work with local vigilante in Edo State. Ogun State, Ondo State, they have the Amotekun who are combing the forest. Looking at the kidnappers, bandits do not occupy the forest. I don't know what they have in Edo State. They have such things. They have such local security, local security setup. The police have to work with them. Because once the forest is made inhabitable for these bandits or kidnappers, so to say, to operate, they will not be able to stay on the road. But nowadays, because the cashless policy, no armed robber will stay on the road and say, bring your money. What they are after is to kidnap people, take them to the forest, and ask them to come and give them money. That's why kidnapping is very rampant in Nigeria today. It's a business. They call it the cashless policy. So let the idea make sure that if they have any setup like Amotekun in their state, they should make the forest along those routes. The forest, the bushes along the route on this road, the Benin road, to make that nobody is allowed to stay there. They should make sure that the kind of, what we call, go on routine check, you know, along those forests, probably 2 or 3 or 4, 5 kilometers to the road. They do not allow anybody to stay there or abandon there, because the people after kidnappers will be after people they can kidnap and take money from them. Thank you very much.
Thank you. CP, your reaction? Okay, I think it froze.
Last caller. Hello?
Yes, please continue, sir.
Yeah, I want to quickly say this. In Ondo State, we have robust synergy, cooperation, collaboration with both conventional security agencies and non-state actors, which of course Amotekun is one of them. But beyond that, we have the Nigeria Forest Guards, we have the Agbekoya, we have the vigilantes, and we have been working together. As a matter of fact, in Ondo North, where we have vast Amagu forests, talk about Kariakoko, talk about Supari, talk about Okakoko, talk about Obakoko, talk about Irun, talk about Okiagbe, talk about Ifon Owo, Ekpile, and so on and so forth. We enter the bush together and do bush combing. And the police on our part, we have assisted with mobility to assist the National Forest Guards, who also join us. Just yesterday, there was a meeting I held with the Agbekoyas and local vigilantes from Jutagbolu, and we gave them motorcycles as well to complement whatever they have, the logistics they have to do their job. So, I want to quickly add that the peace as I said to the back caller from the UK that we're enjoying in those states, is not mere coincidence. It's because of the existing collaboration, that synergy between the police and other agencies. That is why we're enjoying that peace, relative peace in Ondo states. So we appreciate what he said. In those states, I know they have the neighborhood watch, they have the vigilante as well, and we have at one point or the other, we have met them along our boundaries. Same thing with Ekiti State. Same thing with Kogi. So we are not working alone. We are not doing it alone because security is not a one-man business. It's a collective responsibility of everybody. Even within the community, within the neighborhood, inside the town, we have the vigilantes. Let's forget about even inside the forest. We have the vigilantes that they are working together. Like I said, in those days, we have been tested, trusted, and accepted. And so that's why I said earlier that we recovered about more than 30 arms. It's because the people are trusted. They give us information. They are giving us credible and actionable information. And that is what is assisting us. I don't want to believe that my counterparts in other state commands too, they are doing the same thing. I want to encourage them to continue to give us useful, credible, and actionable information to enable us fight crimes and criminalities within our various area of responsibilities.
Okay, let me bring on Prince Adebola, who is calling from Mushin in Lagos. Good morning, Prince, and thank you for holding on. Go ahead now.
Good morning, Uncle Yori.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, CP.
Good morning, sir.
Doing fine.
Okay. Go ahead, Prince.
Yeah, good morning, Uncle Yori.
Good morning, sir. Please go ahead with your question or comment.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'll like to commend the men of Nigerian police under supervision of the CP at Ondo Akure Road. I met some of them, I think, last month. The way I was attended to, I'm pleased. They acted professionally, which I must commend Nigerian police on that. And secondly, my question is there any crime in filming a police officer on certain point? Maybe when you are stopped, and you just bring your phone to film what is happening. Is there any crime in that?
Okay, have you just joined us? Prince,
but
we actually, he has related to this particular question. Prince Adebola, he has commented on this particular question. Maybe, have you just joined us? But I'm sure he'll give you a summary again. The point you are making.
Let me quickly say this. First, let me thank him for commending the officers I met along Ondo Akure Road. Thank you so much for that. Then on the second question, or your comments, you see, when you look at this cyber crime, it's even against the law to be recording, filming somebody without his consent. But however, we are not even looking at that because, like, okay, we're police, we are always there. We are public servants, but then discretion, very, very key. But cyber crime forbids that. You can't go into record me without my consent.
Okay.
But if you want to be police, no problem. We want to be tolerant. We want to be professional.
Okay. Prince Adebola, are you there? Okay, he has gone. Prince Adebola, I was asking, maybe you didn't join us early because that question, we had brought it up and he had related to it for other people who are hearing. He had related to that particular question, just as he has paraphrased now, that he doesn't have anything in particular, but discretion will probably be the, personal discretion will be the best. You study the situation. The Commissioner of Police has said that personally he has nothing against it, but you have to be careful about being provocative. You know when it is right to do so or not right to do so. But, you know, CP, the point, I think he's trying to see, testing the waters about the rights of citizens to, you know, record anything that could potentially become a hazard. Like, hopefully there are not too many of those kind of people in your command, but if it is felt by a traveler, for example, that unlike the experience that Prince Adebola had, where he said they were very professional and courteous, if he feels that this is not right and I might not be believed, and so I'm going to make a recording of this, it might be contentious, but what would you advise in such a situation?
Those things will attest to what I'm going to say now. That if we had calls to call, we have our numbers rolled out. So they make calls to us and we act swiftly. If you have any cause to report any of the conduct of any of our men on the highway, we will respond swiftly.
Okay.
And we salvage the situation immediately.
Okay.
Where that person, where the officer is found wanting, culpable, is sanctioned, face disciplinary action.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But we salvage the situation immediately. We don't wait. So long as the call, we receive the call, we act immediately.
Okay. We're talking about safety of travelers and along the Benin or Ondo corridor, and the CP, that is our guest, Adebowale Lawal of Ondo State, has said that it actually goes beyond that, but for whatever reason, keep it on that Benin or Ondo corridor, but it's a much wider span of territory. I have this other call coming. Daniel, if I got it right. Daniel in Akure. Good morning to you, sir. Daniel?
Hello.
Yes. Is that Daniel? You're on. Daniel, can you hear us?
Good morning, Uncle Yoli.
Good morning, sir. Go ahead. Ask the commissioner your question.
Yes, Daniel from Akure.
Okay, go ahead now. He can hear you.
Yes, very well. CP Adebowale Lawal, I greet you, sir.
Good morning, sir.
CP Adebowale Lawal, can you hear me, sir?
He can hear you.
I can hear you, sir.
I greet you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And we thank you for all you do.
Okay, go ahead with your question or comment or observation. Quickly, please.
Okay. Since you are discussing traffic.
Traveling. Yeah, we're Yes.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
I can hear you.
Yes, there is an incident that happened here in Akure sometime last month, around the Arakale area, where one inspector was murdered by hoodlums. And the alleged leaders of that gang is still on the street working freely. One Shokomilu. The guy was even cited somewhere in Ondo, where the Commissioner for Finance was having a remembrance ceremony for his father, where the CP Adebowale Lawal attended. The guy was here, cited. What is happening about that issue? Let CP Adebowale enlighten the public. Yes, in terms of security, the man is doing well. But let him exercise the public. So below is working freely on the street. At the border than police in Arakale. Please stick to that, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for calling in. Zippy, if you're familiar, I think he's asking for something of an update in terms of investigating that case.
We have two suspects. In fact, the actual suspect that attacked the police officer was arrested, and one other person. Both of them were arraigned in court. The particular person I just mentioned, I don't even know him. Whether I was at the place where I was on Friday or Monday, I wouldn't know. But I don't know. But the main suspect, the person who stabbed the special, was arrested, investigated, and arraigned, as I speak with you, is in correctional center.
Mm.
But we will appreciate if that last caller could shed more light on the role played by that person as mentioned, and how we can get it. This is what we are talking about. Give us the incredible, actual information that will assist us in our pushing activities.
Okay, so that one's for you, Daniel, in Akure. You just heard the Commissioner of Police there. It has been said, even a retired AIG called in and underlined this point that the support of the public is invaluable. So whatever you can do to get in touch with the command and provide whatever information that you do have. I just want to thank you, Commissioner of Police Adebowale Lawal of the Ondo State Command, reassuring us, telling us, the way it works, the lie of the ground, and that the police are going to be fully on ground, up and doing. We thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
We're going to have to leave it there. for now. And as we say, compliments of the season to you, Commissioner of Police. So that's our program today. Do please join us on Monday for a continuation, a fresh edition of the topic of the program. See you then, God willing. Bye-bye for now.